Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time.
We are at Brands Hatch for round 2 of the SCRL Sun Energy Whelen Euro Elite 2. The 27 car of Jimmy Potter with the green flags, and beside him is, ironically enough, Mazda race winner Zian Al Samari. I guess that's how you say your name. Compared to the Mazda race, we have one extra driver in this series, because we still have, I believe, 13 more spots or 12 more spots to fill. That car right there, the 46 Daryl Emma, making his Whelen Euro Elite Division 2 debut here today. So just a reminder, if anybody's watching my league for the first time, we still have sign-ups, but if you've already signed up for the SCRL Whelen Icebreakers Series, the SCRL Snap-on Tools Whelen Southern Series, and the Whelen Euro Elite 1, you cannot compete in this series if you already use that certain driver's name. Just to make it clear, you can sign up for all 4 series. You just gotta have different drivers in all 4 series. Just to make that clear. So we're going to have a 12-car field instead of an 11-car field. So in the second race of the season, we're already making history. Without any further ado, here are the most famous words in all of motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field is rolling off. So 10 laps is the scheduled distance. It'll be the same amount of distance that the Whelen Euro 1 will race. As soon as we're done with this, we'll go to the main division. Different camera angles. There we go. And we are racing here at Brands Hatch for the first time here in, I believe, this league's history. Off into turn number 1. Jimmy Potter keeps his race lead down this little stretch, up the hill, into this turn. Jimmy Potter still leading. Into the S's. Battle for second. Here comes the 37 trying to win back-to-back races. Still battling side by side with the 28 car. Yeah, that certain name, Turd Ferguson. Well, what can you do? You can't sign up all real drivers, I guess. Down this long hill under the bridge. Still battling for second. You see the small field. 28 car is now in second place. Here comes the 33, Soran. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. People, when you sign up, please try and come up with easier names, okay? You know. Still battling for third. And to, I believe, this is turn 9. Down this long stretch under the bridge. And leading the first ever lap at this track in the Euro Elite 2 division will be Jimmy Potter. Maybe that will be a trivia question for a future race. Who led the first ever laps at Brands Hatch in the SCRL? It would be Jimmy Potter. Who won that event? That remains to be seen with 9 laps to go. As the 28 car is trying to close in. Battle for third is still ongoing. Now the 37 pulls away a little bit. Nope, not for long. Here comes the 33 car again. Behind them is the 31, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name. Daryl Emma in his series debut in 6th spot. It's not a podium finish, but it's still a good run as Jimmy Potter continues to hold the race lead. There he goes. The 28 has caught up to him just a little bit. About 3 car lengths behind. Down the hill into this little turn into the second S's. Down this little back stretch and to turn number 10. And to turn number 11. And Jimmy Potter will lead lap number 2. Single file for the most part in this 12-car field. The last is being currently held by the 90 car Mia Saldou. Leroy Jones in 11th. Kaka Silverpole rounding out the top 10. So, yeah, when there's only 12 cars, everybody gets the top 10 except for the last 2. Daryl Emma still in 6th spot. They're still battling hard for 3rd. Well, technically, it's 4th now because these drivers have lost touch with the 31 car, who is now in 3rd. Jimmy Potter continues to hold the race lead as he heads down this long stretch into this turn. Looking to be a dominator, which would be the 2nd race in a row here in the Whelen Euro Elite Division, number 2. I don't know what I can do to make these cars like wreck or whatever. 80, they don't wreck. You can't really pass a Mazda. 90 here. I mean, is it better to have races that has good competition and wrecks, or is it better to have a wreck fest and barely have any competition? You know? I don't think you can have both, not on this game. As we have completed 3 laps, 7 to go, unless we have a caution, which is unlikely in all likelihood of happening. Battle for position back here. David Dryberg trying to pass Steve Larker. David Dryberg David Dryberg looking for his 2nd straight top 10 finish since he made his return after competing in the ARCA division in Season 1 where he won at Texas Motor Speedway. His lone victory. Battle for 10th spot. Leroy Jones wants it. He wants his first top 10 of his career, I believe. Well, Jimmy Potter is not exactly pulling away from everybody else. It's just staying stable right now. There he goes. I have no idea which track we'll be heading to next. The schedule has not yet been fully determined because certain tracks have not been made for this series. You got to try and guess and put different racetracks in. 6 laps to go this time by for Jimmy Potter, who has not exactly lit the world on fire in his career. He's had solid performances. He's won a couple of times, I believe. But it's just not been a household name like Shuttle, Keka White Lion, Jesse Turner to a degree, Sebastian Torres, Brian Fox. Which is kind of sad you didn't see Sebastian Torres or Brian Fox sign up. I know they retired from this league, but I mean, heck, we got to have over 100 drivers in all 4 series competing. You know. Of course, it's not up to me to bring those drivers out of retirement. Only the user can if he's still watching. Not much to say, really. I mean, we've got some intense racing back in the pack, but none up front. Jason Larker keeps David Dryberg behind him. Emma's still in 6th. Battle for 4th, still between the 33 and the 37. This was for 3rd, but they let the 1 car, excuse me, the 31 car go by him. If they're not careful, the 46 will pass them too. And as Jimmy Potter makes his way across the start-finish line, we are now officially halfway. 5 down, 5 to go, unless a caution comes out. The lead is 1.79. For those of you that are keeping track at home, that is not the biggest margin of victory. The biggest margin of victory, I believe, is like 5 seconds at, I believe it's the New Jersey Motorsports Park in Season 2 of the ARCA Series. I'm not really sure about the margins, but it is in the ARCA Series. Because that track is not really that good either. As we are completely single file for all 12 spots. The only way anybody can catch Jimmy Potter is if that car has a mechanical problem or if he slides off the track or wrecks or something like that, but he hasn't exactly done that yet, so I don't think it's going to happen. Not much to say really right now. It's kind of a snooze fest unless your name is Jimmy Potter. This track is neat looking. I will tell you that. Whether the racing quality is any good, that's debatable. Well, let's see who has the fastest lap. That would be Jimmy Potter, of course. 1 minute 46 seconds. Well, 1.46.047 miles per hour. Compared to the 28 car, he has almost 0.02 of a second faster speed. Of course, you know you are out front. You got cooler air. And the 28 does have some drag and some draft, but just not close enough to catch him. He's down 2.8 now. As it looks like this is the point of the race where everybody just rides around collecting the paycheck. Everybody has probably already ceded defeat to the 27. They're just waiting for him to put this race out of its misery. We got 3 laps to go for the 27 car. Of course, that driver is probably hopping up and down cheering because he's going to get a big win. lead every single lap in the first ever event at this track, go down in the history books, add another win to your win column, get one step closer to the all-time record, which is 27 by Shuttle, which is oddly enough the same car number Jimmy Potter is driving. So is that an omen? Will he be the next big thing? Possibly, you never know. There are some series where you just are on fire, like White Lion in the Classic Truck Series. She won 5 times, but in the regular Truck Series, she has never won. So, yeah. Or like Shuttle in the Legend Series, he won 8 times. And he's continued his career elsewhere. Dominated here and there. I mean, the Legacy family members, they dominated the Busch Series in Season 1. Or the Nixie family in Season 2 of the Truck Series. But ever since then, they haven't really done much, to be honest. And we got a battle for position between the 37 and the 33 once again. These drivers have been all over each other the entire race. Like I said before, they lost third because of their battle, and this has allowed the 46 to close right up. With 2 laps to go, if a caution comes out, the race will be over. But we do have options to go the green-white checkered, so there is that. So if a caution comes out, we will have up to 3 attempts at a green-white checkered finish to allow drivers to have a green flag finish. Daryl Emma is not able to capitalize on these 2 drivers, at least not yet. As Jimmy Potter gets to start finish line, 2 laps to go. We got a battle for position back here. That's Dale Jones trying to pass Jason Larker. They've been told by their crew chiefs it's time to go. But no one's really taken advantage yet. Single file for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Battling for 7th and 8th right now. The lead is now 3.5. And Steve Larker is able to keep Dale Jones at bay. But here comes the 8 car. Leroy Jones. Nope. He might lose a spot, though, to David Dryberg. Let's see. Can he clear? Can we actually have a position change? Ford against Ford. He does. We got a lead. We got a change for position. Yay. Meanwhile, back at the front, Jimmy Potter is still dominating this race. He will head into turn number 10. Then into turn number 11. And he will see the second greatest thing he could ever see. White flag, 1 lap to go. No caution. So we will have a caution-free race. The question is, does the 28 have enough time to catch the 27? He is 3.7 seconds behind. So Jimmy Potter started on the pole. He's led every single lap. So he will set record books by becoming the first ever driver to win at this track. And he will set all but 1 record. He will not have the biggest margin of victory unless something happens to the 28, or unless he gains 2 seconds over the next lap. Battle for position. Here comes Daryl Emma trying to get 5th in his series debut. Still battling side by side. The 37 gets a good run off the turn, though. Down this hill for the final time. Single file. Once again. These drivers are just riding around knowing they couldn't do nothing. Oh, battle for position. Leroy Jones about to get passed by Mia Saldou. This is happening nearly 15 seconds behind our race leader. Just goes to show you how far he is ahead of everybody else. There's second, there's third, there's fourth, and there's fifth. Into turn number 10. The Dominator, Jimmy Potter, going to lead every single lap, and he's going to become the first driver to ever win at Brands Hatch. Jimmy Potter with the win. And that race is officially over. Here are your race results. Jimmy Potter scores the win. Second is the 28 car. Third is the 31 car. Fourth is the 33 car. Fifth is the 37 car. Zane Al-Semery. Sixth is Daryl Emmett in his series debut. Seventh is Jason Larker. Eighth, David Dryberg. Ninth, Dale Jones. And 10th is Leroy Jones. 11th is Mia Saudu. And 12th is the 73 of Kaka Silverpaw. So that is it for Brands Hatch. We will take you to Victory Lane with the 27 car of Jimmy Potter. Here are your points standings after the second race of the season at Brands Hatch. Jimmy Potter is our brand new points leader with the win. He has a 2-point lead over Zelina Al-Semerin, who just won that race. The first race at Circuit de Mazda. Third is Mikai Coase, I guess that's his name, 7 points behind. Fourth is Turd Ferguson, 8 points behind. And fifth is David Dryberg, 10 points behind. Sixth is Soran I don't know how to say his name. Seventh is Mia Saudu. Eighth is Leroy Jones. Ninth is Jason Larker. And 10th is Dale Jones. 11th is Kaka Silverpaw. And last is Daryl Emma, who made his series debut at Brands Hatch. So that is your point standings after the second race of the season. We will see you round 3 at Circuit de Spa. And until then, keep the hammer down, and we'll see you at the track.